If you want to learn how to unlock 3 very powerful mystic skills very easily, then this video is for you. And let me just say, these skills are amazing, much more amazing than my dancing you see on the screen here. And I'm going to be showcasing you a step-by-step guide on how to get all 3 of them. To be a little bit more specific, I'm going to go ahead and show you which 3 I'm actually talking about. So the 3 skills I'm going to be showcasing are the Lion's Roar. You can see that in the top right corner there. Super helpful, and I love it for a little bit of everything in regards to game modes. The other one is called Ghost Bind, which I specifically enjoy using in the open world, which is great for taking down forts and a ton of mobs. And then last but not least, Talon Strike, which is great for PvP content, especially arenas and like one-on-one type of PvP situations. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and dive into how you can get the very first mystic skill I mentioned, which is Lion's Roar. So in order to unlock this one, you need to hit 4 different bells. You can actually interact with bells and hit them. I already did this one, so that's why I don't have it. But just opening my world map, this is exactly where you're going to want to go to kickstart this quest. Again, this is only going to take you like 2 minutes. You're going to want to hit this first bell, and then the second one is actually just walking distance. And I'll just go ahead and move there. Right there is the second one, and I haven't hit this one yet, so I'll go ahead and show you how it's done. Just charge and attack, and then you'll see the progression for that mystic skill increase. Next up, I'm going to show you the next locations for the last 2 bells. So here is the third bell, and I'll show you the world map again. There is the Buddha Fort teleport stone right there. It's just next to that body of water as well in the world map, just to help you guys out. And if you go up to it, you can charge and attack as well. You do not have to go in this exact order though. So for example, this is actually my last bell out of the 4 bells. So you'll see that I actually unlock it here. But again, most people will unlock it after hitting the next bell I'm going to be highlighting. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the 4th and final bell you have to get to unlock this mystic skill. So I'm going to go ahead and open my world map, and as you can see, I'm right next to this location here, and there is the teleport shrine, and I'm just going south to where these little house locations are. And I'll show you guys right on the map exactly where this is too. I'll throw a quick marker there, and we'll just do some running. I just like to jump on houses. It tends to speed things up a little bit. You can see some goodies kind of along the way. But again, the whole purpose of this is unlocking this mystic skill. I was kind of surprised to see how many random chests and just resources were along the way here. But it's a short walk. You're going to have to jump over this wall, and then there you go. This is the 4th and final bell. So once you hit that, you will unlock the Lion's Roar, which honestly is a super useful ability. Just keep in mind that it does have a kind of long casting time, so you do want to make sure that you're in a safe position when you do that, or else you're just going to get smacked by the enemy. But overall, I really do enjoy this mystic skill quite a bit, and I tend to use it a ton just to take down the enemy's stamina quite a bit. Next up is Ghost Bind, and I'm going to show you, you're going to want to go to Kaifeng, go over to the Forsaken Quarterstone, and just walk right where I'm at right here. There is a tricky thing though, this is kind of buggy. You're going to want to like skip time until you see these 3 guys standing right there. That's going to indicate that when you walk it through this little alleyway, this mini quest is going to pop. Sometimes you have to progress further in the story. Sometimes you just have to explore a little bit and come back to it. But eventually you will have those 3 guys standing there, allowing you to start and interact with this wall and eventually kickstart this very short quest to get the Ghost Bind mystic skill. So as you can tell, I'm just going through the dialogue very fast. But again, you basically don't have to do anything other than the fact of making sure you have those 3 guys there. And again, I actually skipped through the time a little bit just to have them show up, and it worked for me. I've heard some people had to relog and then it works, so it's a little bit wonky for some people. But again, having those 3 guys there kind of indicates that it's going to work once you actually get there. So I'm just going through this dialogue again, yada yada, and there we go. It's as easy as that. I now have the Ghost Bind skill, and it is pretty cool. Again, I only use this one for the open world, though. I think maybe it'll be useful in like larger scale PvP content, but I haven't tested it out yet. But again, super useful Mystic skill, so I do recommend you grab it. Friendly reminder, if you've made it this far in the video so far and found it helpful, consider hitting that subscribe button. It just helps me out and tells me I should continue making videos like this. Moving on to the last Mystic skill, and this is probably the most difficult one to actually get. We are going to this huge bridge, so I hope you're not afraid of heights, but I'll open my world map and show you exactly where I'm at. I go over to this teleport stone here, and then move east to where you are right there on the bridge. I highly recommend that you consider going co-op for this because people are going to be shooting arrows at you left and right. There's tons of mobs over here, and it's just going to make your life 10 times easier if you group up with some others like I did right here. Again, it's just going to streamline this, and you can still get the Mystic skill in co-op. So I recommend just do co-op, invite some strangers, and just grind through these a whole lot faster. There is a oddity located on this little island too, so make sure you go ahead and grab that. You can't just jump to get it. I mean, I recommend just building some ladders. I do this a lot for those kind of out of the place oddities. So you can just build 3 ladders, climb up, claim the reward, and then move on to the next section, which is how exactly you actually get this next Mystic skill. So let's just go ahead and jump and grab that. There we go. Grabbed it. And next up, you're going to just want to walk around the outer edge of the island, and I'll show you exactly where you have to go. But eventually, you're going to see a cliff that has a bird's nest. You just want to carefully drop down and then interact with that bird nest, and you'll see it in just a second. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and click F to feed, and that is going to basically kickstart a mini game where you are watching a type of a falcon or like an eagle, and you have to click F multiple times at the perfect time as it swoops down to snatch the eggs. So I'll show you how I did this, but I just hit F tons and tons of times right there, and it just unlocked the Talon Strike Mystic skill. And then there you go, you've got it. I'm still in co-op mode, so I was able to do it this way. So don't worry about like not being in solo mode or something like that. And I do recommend doing this for one-on-one PvP content, but it is helpful in PvE content in some situations. But again, just play around with these 3, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by how helpful they are. Friendly reminder too, make sure that once you guys actually unlock these Mystic skills and equip them, to upgrade their power. It takes very, very minimal resources to actually upgrade a lot of these. Once you actually hit the threshold to take them to the next tier, though, it does require some specific materials like those right there. And I mean, I like to use Lion's Roar a lot, so I'm actually going to fully upgrade that to the next tier. And it just increases the overall usage and overall power of the Mystic skills. And that covers it. If you guys enjoyed this video, consider hitting that like and subscribe button, and also sharing with some friends, because a lot of these Mystic skills are so wonky and a little bit annoying to actually figure out. So again, let's spread the knowledge and just continue to progress our characters and enjoy this beautiful game of where winds meet. Thanks again, and I'll catch you guys later.